Ancient cultures saw history as cyclical, like the seasons of nature. Philosophers like Heraclitus and Ibn Khaldun supported this view. However, the idea of progress emerged and challenged this perspective. This new concept reshaped humanity's understanding of time. The Age of Enlightenment championed reason and human progress. Hegel saw history as a rational process driven by ideas. The dialectic of thesis, antithesis and synthesis explained progress. History was seen not as a circle but as a spiral. At the heart of Hegel's philosophy was the progressive realization of reason. Each era represented a stage in the development of reason. Ancient civilizations, the Greeks, the Romans, each one contributed. History followed a logical progression. The journey of reason was marked by victories and defeats. Christianity brought new human values. The Middle Ages laid the foundations for new social structures. The Renaissance and Reformation emphasized individual potential. The Enlightenment championed liberty, equality and progress. The French Revolution played a key role in the realization of liberty. Marx, breaking away from Hegel, focused on material conditions. History is driven by class struggles, not ideas. The way we produce things shapes how society is organized. Class conflict is the engine of historical change. The contradictions within capitalism would lead to its own downfall. Every way of producing things contains the seeds of its own destruction. Capitalism creates inequality and exploitation. The working class will rise up against the owners. Revolution will change society. Marx envisioned a classless communist society. The means of production would be collectively owned. The state would wither away, unlocking human potential. Marx's vision continues to inspire and challenge us. The different viewpoints of cyclical and progressive history offer contrasting interpretations of humanity's journey through time. Cyclical history presents a somewhat pessimistic view, emphasizing repetition and the enduring power of human nature. It suggests that humanity is trapped in a web of recurring patterns, doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. According to this view, progress is an illusion, a temporary moment in the grand scheme of things. Progressive history, on the other hand, offers a more optimistic perspective. It proposes that humanity, through reason, struggle, or a combination of both, can break free from the shackles of the past and create a better future. Hegel's dialectic and Marx's theory of class struggle represent two different but related versions of this progressive view. Both thinkers believe that history is moving in a specific direction towards a higher state of being or a more just and equitable society. The debate between cyclical and progressive history is not merely an academic exercise. It has profound implications for how we understand ourselves, our place in the world, and our responsibilities to future generations. If history is truly cyclical, then our actions may not have a lasting impact. We may be doomed to repeat the mistakes of our ancestors, to relive the same tragedies and triumphs, but if history is progressive, then our choices matter. We have a responsibility to learn from the past, to strive for a better future, and to contribute to the ongoing project of human progress. Even with the rise of progressive ideologies in the modern era, cyclical views of history still hold a powerful grip on the human imagination. In many ways, the cyclical perspective resonates with our lived experiences. We see cycles in nature, in our own lives, and in the rise and fall of civilizations. Seasons turn, empires crumble, and even the most powerful individuals are eventually brought low by time. This cyclical view of history also finds support in literature, mythology, and religious traditions across cultures. The ancient Greek understanding of time's cyclical nature, embodied in the myth of Sisyphus, eternally condemned to roll a boulder uphill, continues to resonate with our sense of the futility of human endeavour in the face of overwhelming forces. Eastern philosophies, such as Hinduism and Buddhism, emphasize the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth, suggesting that history itself may be part of a much larger cosmic cycle. The cyclical view of history can be both comforting and unsettling. It offers solace in the face of hardship, reminding us that even the darkest times will eventually pass. However, it also suggests that our triumphs are fleeting, our progress ultimately illusory. This perspective can lead to a sense of fatalism, a belief that we are powerless to change the course of history. Despite its limitations, the cyclical view of history serves as a valuable counterpoint to overly optimistic narratives of progress. It reminds us to be humble in the face of time, to recognize the enduring power of human nature, and to appreciate the value of the present moment. Even though war, inequality, and environmental damage make us question the idea of progress, it still gives us hope and inspiration. The belief that humanity can learn from its mistakes and build a better future remains a powerful motivator for social and political change. The ideals of the Enlightenment, reason, individual liberty, and progress, even if imperfectly realized, have inspired countless movements for justice, equality, and human rights. The abolition of slavery, the expansion of voting rights, the fight against colonialism, and the struggle for gender equality are all proof of the transformative power of progressive ideals. Furthermore, the 20th and 21st centuries have witnessed extraordinary advances in science, technology, and medicine, improving the lives of millions and expanding the realm of human possibility. The eradication of smallpox, the development of antibiotics, and the invention of the Internet are just a few examples of the transformative potential of human ingenuity. However, the project of progress is not yet complete. The challenges of the 21st century, from climate change to global inequality and the rise of new forms of authoritarianism, demand new solutions and a renewed commitment to Enlightenment values. The tension between cyclical and progressive views of history will likely continue. Perhaps the most productive approach is to embrace both perspectives, acknowledging the enduring power of human nature while also affirming our capacity for growth, innovation, and moral progress. History is neither a straight line nor a closed circle, but a complex and multifaceted tapestry woven from the threads of human experience. It is the task of every generation to interpret the lessons of the past, confront the challenges of the present, and shape the course of history in the years to come. Even though war, inequality, and environmental damage make us question the idea of progress, it still gives us hope and inspiration. The belief that humanity can learn from its mistakes and build a better future remains a powerful motivator for social and political change. However, the project of progress is not yet complete. The challenges of the 21st century, from climate change to global inequality and the rise of new forms of authoritarianism, demand new solutions and a renewed commitment to Enlightenment values. The 20th century began with a mix of hope and worry. Even though the horrors of World War I shook the belief in progress, it remained a strong force, especially in the West. Technological advancements continued rapidly, changing societies and fueling economic growth. The rise of mass production, the car and the airplane shortened distances and connected people in ways never seen before. However, the century also witnessed unprecedented violence and destruction. 2 world wars, countless regional conflicts, and regimes of genocide shattered the illusion of straightforward progress. The shadow of the Holocaust, a painful reminder of humanity's capacity for evil, loomed large over the post-war world. The Cold War, a global standoff between 2 ideologically opposed superpowers, further highlighted the fragility of peace and the ever-present threat of nuclear annihilation. Moreover, the promises of progress often rang hollow for large segments of humanity. Colonialism, though in decline, left behind a legacy of poverty, inequality, and exploitation. The gap between rich and poor nations widened, fueling resentment and instability. The rise of globalization, while connecting the world economically and culturally, also exacerbated these inequalities. The free flow of capital and goods often benefited multinational corporations and wealthy elites at the expense of workers and communities in both developed and developing countries. Thus, the 20th century presented a mixed picture of progress and its discontents. While technological advancements and rising living standards in some parts of the world offered tangible proof of human progress, the persistence of war, inequality, and environmental degradation raised profound questions about the direction of history and the limits of human agency. As the 21st century progresses, the debate between cyclical and linear history gains new urgency. Technological change, the global economy, and climate change create both opportunities and uncertainties. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and renewable energy hold the promise of solving problems. The internet and social media have fostered new forms of communication and collaboration. However, old evils have been resurrected. Nationalism, populism, and authoritarianism are on the rise. Terrorism and weapons of mass destruction threaten global security. Climate change poses an existential threat to human civilization. Echoes of the past resonate disturbingly in the present. The rise of fascism and the Cold War remind us of the fragility of peace. Cyclical history emphasizes the repetition of patterns. Can humanity break free from this cycle? The persistence of seemingly intractable problems, poverty, war, inequality, environmental decay, can lead to a sense of fatalism, a belief that history is driven by forces beyond our control. But such resignation is both premature and dangerous. While acknowledging the enduring power of human nature and the weight of historical forces, it is crucial to remember that history is not predetermined. Human beings individually and collectively have the capacity to make choices, to shape the course of events, and to create a better future. The future is not something that happens to us, it is something we create through our actions and inactions. Recognizing our agency in history does not imply a naive belief in linear progress or the inevitability of a utopian future. Progress is not a given, but a struggle, a constant negotiation between the forces of continuity and change, the weight of the past and the possibilities of the future. The path forward is not a straight line, but a labyrinth with twists and turns, dead ends, and unexpected opportunities. Navigating this labyrinth requires both wisdom and courage, a willingness to learn from the mistakes of the past and to embrace the uncertainty of the future. While the study of history cannot offer easy answers or predict the future, it can provide invaluable insights for navigating the challenges of our time. By understanding the forces that have shaped our world, the enduring patterns of human behavior, and the consequences of past choices, we can better equip ourselves to make informed decisions and to work towards a more just, equitable, and sustainable future. As we stand at the meeting point of past, present, and future, the question of history's course continues to fascinate and puzzle us. Is humanity locked in an endless dance, doomed to repeat the triumphs and tragedies of bygone eras? Or, as envisioned by Hegel and Marx, are we marching forward to a brighter tomorrow, propelled by the forces of reason, struggle, or some complex interplay of both? The cyclical view of history, with its echoes of ancient wisdom and the sobering reminder of human nature's enduring power, serves as a powerful counterpoint to narratives of relentless progress. It advises us to approach the future with humility, acknowledging that the challenges we face today are often echoes of the struggles and lessons learned by past generations. Yet, to fully surrender to the allure of cyclical thinking risks embracing a fatalistic perspective, the belief that our actions have little impact on the grand sweep of history. Such a view ignores the remarkable capacity for innovation, adaptation, and moral growth that has characterized humanity's journey from the dawn of civilization to the digital age. The progressive view, though often challenged by the harsh realities of human conflict, inequality, and the enduring allure of power, continues to beckon us towards a brighter horizon. From the abolition of slavery to the expansion of human rights, from the eradication of diseases to the interconnectedness fostered by globalization, we find glimmers of hope, tangible proof that human choices can bend the arc of history towards justice, equality, and a deeper understanding of our shared humanity. History is a living thing, constantly being shaped by the choices of individuals and societies. We are active participants with the freedom and responsibility to shape our shared destiny. The future isn't written yet. We have the chance to paint our hopes and dreams onto it. We are all invited to play our part in shaping a future worthy of our shared humanity.